And we're live, guys. Hello, everybody. The Utopian Duelist here, and today I am doing a deck profile over a, you heard it right, guys, $30 budget Link deck. Now, guys, basically the rules for when people do these decks is you can only use the cards that come in the structure deck, and that's great, um, because a lot of people that are just starting off to Yu-Gi-Oh, a lot of kids around the local club, like anime club that I hang out at and play at most of the time, don't have a lot of money for the to like pick up a bunch of like expensive shit like I do, or like maybe Ryan picks up things somehow. Don't know how, but somehow. But anyway, the point is they don't have the money to just go out and buy this shit. So this is a good little deck profile for them to start off with. Um, I play a little bit more of a monstery version than I've seen a little bit or seen on the internet, but I prefer mine more. You guys know me. I like a little bit of stall. This is pretty much up to personal preference. That's how these decks work. It's just what you're cool with. But here's a little starting I guess template that you can work around with. So I play triple Link Slayer, triple Ram Clouder, and triple Draco Connect, which are the main like three monsters in the deck. Link Slayer is Cyber Dragon Infinity, if you control no monsters, and then also you can discard two cards to destroy two cards on the field, so it's kind of like a Twin Twister. Draco Connect is your main like summoning engine of the deck. When this card is normal summon, you can special summon one level 2 or lower normal monster from your hand or deck in defense position. So that's when you tutor out your Bitron to make your Link Spider play. And then, or I guess you can technically make Honeybot, but Anyway, and then you have Ram Clouder, where you contribute one monster to special summon one monster from your graveyard. So, yee. And then we go on to the 3 Bitron because Link Spider right here requires a normal monster. So there's your normal monster target. I play double Photon Thrasher. I have these backwards. Double Cyber Dragon because they're just monsters that you can special summon from your hand to put extra Link materials on board, or like stuff with like Photon, or not Photon, stuff with Cyber Dragon Infinity. A little 2100 beater that you can special summon if your opponent controls a monster is pretty good alongside, like in this deck it's pretty good because if you like drop a Decode Talker and maybe like a Link Spider connected to it or something, a Honeybot, and then being able to special summon that as well is just like, what is that? 23 and 21 is 24, or I'm sorry, 44. That's 4400 damage on board. Plus, if you special summon it to the correct zone, it's also connected to Decode Talker, which is more target fodder, so it's pretty dank. I realized I had that out of frame there. Yeah, that works. Anyway, then I play 2 Marauding Captain, because once again, getting those monsters out of your hand to make your Link monsters is OP. Then I play 2 Evil Swarm Mandraga. Man words. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can special summon this card. It's another one of those special summon cards that are just key to this deck, being able to pull out these Link monsters like crazy and just doing all kinds of cool combos to show off to your friends and kick their asses with. Anyway, on to the next cards. I play 2 Battle Fader, 2 Effect Veiler, and 1 Marshmallow to finish up the monsters. I thought about Battle Fader and Swift Scarecrow, but like, I'd rather go Battle Fader instead of Battle Fader Swift Scarecrow, because Battle Fader does leave a monster on board. And I believe the current ruling right now is you can't negate Battle Fader's effect because it doesn't activate. So that's another thing. It's just an automatic, like, save your ass card. And then the effect Veiler is just to fuck with your opponent. And then Marshmelon for defense. You know, everyone likes a good old Marshmelon here and there. Next, I play 2 of the Senate Universe. Now, the reason why I don't play, like, 2 in a Terraforming or 1 in a Terraforming is because if I played 1 in a Terraforming, if I drew into the field spell before the Terraforming, I have a dead Terraforming in my deck. Sure, I do get the search if I do draw into the Terraforming, but there's always that one chance of having that one dead card in your deck that you don't want. And then the reason why I don't play 2 is you don't really need it. It just gives 300 attack, and it lets you shuffle back monsters in your graveyard. So it's not that key. It helps out, but you don't like need it to like start your do your plays. It's more of a late game kind of thing to help you get some of your dank shit back. Dark Hole for board wipes, because you know, if let's say my friend Mason, you know, that faggot, love you, Mace, goes against me with this deck and I'm playing like my full-blown Pendulum Magician, some board wipe is pretty good, especially when I have fuck who knows what on board. So anyway, 1 Mystical Space Typhoon, that's it for spells. Now I play triple Call the Haunted because, you know, once again, you want to get those monsters out on the field as soon as possible, and being able to bring back like your Link monsters from the graveyard as well. Like, that's one of my favorite things to do with this deck when I was playtesting was bring out the Decode Talker using like a Link Spider and something else, or a Link Spider and a Honeybot, and then I would just call the Haunted back out the monster into the main monster zone, like during my opponent's turn or during next turn, so I'd have more zones open and more monsters on board. And most of the time I do it with Link Spider, because Link Spider has that effect to where you can once per turn special summon 1 level 4 lower monster. So I would like use my Link Spider to make Decode Talker and then call the Haunted, the Link Spider, back out. So I'd have an extra special summon the next turn, so that was pretty good. Play Double Mirror Force because, you know, gotta fight off your opponents, and not a lot of people actually expect Mirror Force anymore. It's kind of one of those forgotten cards. Now, Storm Mirror Force, you do see that in play, and you do see is it Drowning or Rippling? I always get the OCG name and the TCG name confused for that card. But anyway, the one that shuffles back monsters into the deck when you declare a direct attack. Anyway, Fiendish Chain, because gotta stop them card effects. Gotta my head. It's 4:08 in the morning, and I'm doing this. Gotta stop them card effects, gotta keep your opponent from doing things, and then you get the 3 one of staples, the Bottomless Trap Hole, the Compulsory Evacuation Device, and the Torrential Tribute. So summon negation, fucking with your opponent, and board wipe / fucking with your opponent. So anyway, so honestly, I playtested this deck out, guys, for a few hands, and for a deck that you like, I mean, I wouldn't take it up to like a local, but it's definitely something you can like take up, or not. I'm sorry, I wouldn't take it to like a tournament, but it's definitely something you can take up to your locals if you're new to Link format and don't really know how to like what to do, or if you were like me and had a deck that played really well before Link format and now it's trash, but I switched to Magicians like a week before Link format, so I'm fine. Now Draco Pals during Link format, that doesn't, I don't think those would go over very well. But luckily I switched to Magicians like a week before Link format came out. But anyway, next off we have the extra deck. I play double Decode Talker. Now the reason why these are in different sleeves is because these are the 2 decode. I only bought 3 of the structure deck, and these are the 2 Decode Talkers out of my Magicians. So, lols. So you play the 3 Decode Talker, 3 Link Spider, and 3 Honeybot. So basically, staple cards right here. I mean, you only have 9 cards all together to work with, and you can have up to 15 cards in your extra deck. Whether it's fucking useful or not, you might as well play all 9. So, it's just extra stuff for you to bring out later on. Because I've seen some of those duels, like, at the club, like, between, wow, I cannot speak today. Between, like, some of the, like, newer players and younger players. I've seen some of those. They may not be playing, like, the dankest decks around, but I've seen them some pretty interesting and fun-looking duels that last an actual pretty long time sometimes. Especially when they do, like, the 4 or 5-way duels. Those are fun to watch. But, anyway, guys. Hope you like the deck profile. Like, subscribe. You know the rest, guys. See ya.